as you are here, the theme for the year is technology and smart solutions for challenges facing Kenya. And this time around, I would like to urge all of you to start having very imaginative ideas. There's no limit as to how big your dream or your idea can be. And as you're sitting in your groups, as you're chatting up, I urge you to try and at least see or match up your projects to the global trends.
You need to be asking yourself, if I want to take part this year in Enactus World Cup, what do I need to do differently? To understand that, you need to do two things. What has Kenya been doing for 17 years that's made it not win? And what have the winners been doing for 17 years that have actually got them to that level? And that is the mindset that yesterday when we launched through the press briefing, that we're trying to change. So it's not me or James or Yvonne deciding let's come and do smart solutions. It's actually trying to shift an entire mindset from that comfort zone. The projects that you guys come up with they're innovative, yes. They're extremely, the beauty about Kenyan projects is they're socio-economic. That's the beauty about it. And that you can see the humane side of Kenyans every time there's a terror attack, there's this, there's that. You just see them coming out. That's the beauty about it. And that is extremely what a global trend right now. So keep that going. But you really it's about changing a mindset and seeing how you're going to rope in all that into this. So what I was talking about, the good things that you guys have is the innovation. You have the drive, the presentation skills. When you guys are up on stage, it's on fire. You can set a stage on fire. And I'm talking in comparison to many other countries that I've been privileged to go and watch and see them.
Please, education is not about the certificate alone. It's what you start doing after your school also. Please read widely. All these successful people that you see, Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, these people are readers, because they say readers are leaders, and leaders should be readers. So about our education system is good. It prepares you, but the creativity part comes from what Naja said. You research, you read widely. That broadens your mind.
So if we look at this world of technology and the issues of patents and property rights and intellectual property rights, the way Enactus approaches it, there's a reason why Enactus insists that it's a university project. We don't say it's a student project, right? That institutional authority, why we have faculty advisors. You'll notice even in this room, there are faculty advisors. It's because we'd like the institution to pay attention to what you're doing and to also take the time to advise you that, what you have here is something worth protecting. So that, in terms of even how Enactus is designed, it already has those protection aspects. That's why we refer to Strathmore University Enactus team, and we insist that it should have a faculty advisor. And when we are doing the MOU with the university, there's always that emphasis of the responsibility of the university and the responsibility of Enactus. So from our point of view, that already starts insulating you from a possibility where you can be manipulated by, let's say, a private company out to just make profit and ignore who you are, because you're not just coming as a student to Syngenta. When you come to Syngenta via the Enactus platform, Syngenta will be treating a student from Strathmore Enactus. So you are a student, yes, but there's that institutional touch to it. And if Syngenta mistreats you, Syngenta is mistreating Strathmore and also Enactus Kenya. So you notice there's a reason why we insist on institutional aspect.
You're not expected to implement solutions that have already been created by other students around the world. That's what you guys have been doing till now, unfortunately. Today changes. Today the students around the world will hear about things that you guys created first. Please keep that at the back of your mind. We're trying to change mindsets here, and that's how you change. So I don't think the world has all the systems and solutions in place already. Okay, so stop looking at what is already there and thinking I can't do this. Look at it and think, how can I make this better? How can I take this guys from Europe, this guy from India, this guy from China, how can I take these ideas and integrate them into one and call it mine? That's what you need to think.
I would say there shouldn't be any fear on the scope of equation, because one, identify the target organization that you want to work with. If you have a scope that is as wide and you are only targeting a very small organization that cannot be able to absorb, you'll be frustrated. So don't have the fear of exploiting your imagination. Think about anything that you think can be done, and then identify the right organization. Syngenta is a global company. We might not be able to implement it here in Kenya, but we can implement in Europe. We can implement in Asia. We can implement in Middle East. So the opportunity is there. No fear.
I know we're all excited about our ideas, but our ideas are just that. We have no idea whether they're workable, whether they're relevant, whether they're practical. And that's the one thing about Enactus, is that you have this idea and you have an entire year to test your idea. So it might sound really great. And this is said as someone who sort of straddles between both worlds. I studied science, I'm a microbiologist, but I also, I'm in the arts. And I know what we tend to do as scientists. We think our ideas are so great, but we don't know if they are. So use this opportunity to test it, to build it, to get advice on it, how it works, where it works, before you start thinking financing. Financing is the tail end. No one's going to put money in an idea. They're going to put money in a project, something that they can see, that is tangible, that they can understand will work towards, filling a certain solution and a certain need. That's my number one advice to you. So listen, I'm in media and communications. I speak to diverse audiences. Every night when I'm on television, I speak to a scientist, an economist, I speak to a child, I speak to the entire spectrum. What I say must be relevant and understood by all of these audiences. So my challenge to you as well is, how good is your idea? I mean, Albert Einstein, who's the greatest innovator that we know, what did he say about your idea? If you can't explain it to a 6-year-old, yeah. So you have to be able to get out of the idea, and that's what we do as scientists, get out from here and speak to people. That's why we're saying, what are your presentation skills? And I think these are some of the things we will work on with you throughout. What is the idea? You have to be able to arrest people's attention in 5 minutes. Let me tell you, when I start a news bulletin, if what I say does not interest you, what do? You change the channel. That happens to me every single day. Why do you think your ideas are different? So when you go to a corporate and you start talking and they're thinking, I've heard this idea, I've heard something else, there's this that has just happened in the morning, where's the company going? What are our short-term goals? Where we're going to get financing? Where we're going to get salaries and things like that? So your presentation skills are important. Understanding what your idea is and being able to simplify it in a way that is consumable by your audience is what will take you to the next level.
Enactus is, first of all, it is just a great club.
This year's theme is excellent. It addresses the current challenges facing not only Kenya, but the whole world globally.
It has been a very great experience, since as a student, I get free time to do something for the community and to do something that changes the life out there.
Enactus has benefited me as a student because I get to give my opinion on challenges that are facing my country.
And plus, you are being mentored and trained on leadership skills and how to do something for the community.
I get to learn more and get to know how I can be a leader of tomorrow, because these challenges as a leader we need to solve. So Enactus has benefited me by mentoring me on how to be a great leader.
But this year, I see the approach that Enactus is taking, it is very great, because right now everything in the world is technological. So it is very nice to use smart solutions in our projects.